Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is General Dreams, and I'm Mike. So we put that Dalton clutch kit in, the old XP here. I guess it's not really old. But anyway, put it in the old General XP. And then we were going to go camping down in Florence. And we were all set to load up and head out. And on Wednesday, before we were going to go, they decided to close the dunes. All of the dunes in Oregon were closed along the coast because half of Oregon is on fire. So now what are we going to do? Well, I had a friend that was camped down at Boxcar near Coos Bay, and it's a privately owned facility. It's got 100 acres, and they got a nice little campground with full hookups, and then they got a dry camp area. It's where they do the UTV takeover, I believe is what it's called, here in Oregon. They do all the events right there on that property, and it's open to the dunes, and you just head on out there. So their property is still open. You just can't go out onto the dunes. So we're going to head down there and do a little testing. See how the thing pulls the hills, see if I need to adjust the clutch. You know, you're supposed to be able to hold 82 to 8600 RPMs according to the paperwork. That's where your peak power is, so I should be able to get in that peak power and hold it all the way up a dune. And if it's not, if it's too low or it's bouncing off the rev limiter, you adjust the weights from there to find that sweet spot. So it's got the, well, I'm talking now after I'm back, but before we went down there, I had the 30-inch tire up to 3,000 foot elevation tune in there with the 2 long set screws in the flyweights and the 1.8 rivet in the tip. For the 4-seater, they talk about having 3 long, but they say most people will run the 2. So I went with the 2, went and tried it out, and I had some problems. It would pull the dunes just fine. You don't notice any lack of power. Doesn't bounce off the rev limiter. It would hold 8200 all the way up. But there'd be a little spot, not quite at full throttle, that you would smell just a little bit of belt. Like, that's getting warm. So it's not slipping all the way at top end. It's just right before it. So we're cruising around, we're thinking about things, try some other hills, see if it's just a freak thing. And this is with a belt that's already broke in. It's the Polaris belt that's on there. And doesn't have a lot of hours. But talked about that with some of my buddies, and we decided let's throw the other weight in and see if that helps. Maybe it's not engaging it fully for the high speed. It needs to clamp faster maybe. But it's not bouncing off the rev limiter. So that was making us think, well, that doesn't make sense. Because if it's not clamping at the high, you would think it would rev up more. But anyway, so we put another rivet in there. So it has 3 in it. Or not rivet, sorry. The set screw. The long set screws. So it's got all 3 in there. So that's as heavy as I can make it with that rivet that's in the tip. To change the tip weight out, you have to drill it out and then press in another one. That part of these flyweights, I don't like that design. Wish it was something that was easy to change out when you're playing, if you need to fine tune it. But anyway, so I didn't change that. So when we took it off to do those flyweights, I checked out the belt, and it was glazed all the way around. We scuffed that all up, got that looking good. No hourglassing. Didn't really see anything on the shivs. No telltale signs of anything. Went and cleaned them back up, put the belt back on. Okay, for some reason the camera stopped filming. See if I can try to pick up where I was. I believe it stopped at, and I add some light too. I believe it stopped at, I put the belt back on. So I got the belt back on, put the cover on, and then we went out and did a little more testing. Drove around the area for a while, keeping it mild, stay off the big hills at first, make sure the belt got warmed up. And going across an area, just slight incline. I mean, you would almost call it flat, but you're going uphill a little bit. Driving across that, doing several laps, and start to accelerate a little bit more in that area. Not full throttle, but accelerate a little bit, and you smell just a touch of belt. It's like, oh man. So we drive around some more, get warmed up even more, go across that flat spot again, didn't smell anything. It's like, all right, maybe we got it. It just needed more weight, need to get warmed up good, get the glaze off. All right, we're good to go. Let's try a dune. So we hit a dune again. Goes up it fine, holds 8,200 all the way up, but you smell belts again. So it's not slipping so bad that you're losing your power. It's just slipping enough to mess things up. So at that point, there's not much else to do. Not going to change the rivet out there, you know, with having to drill it and all that. So we just watched Ryder run around on a dirt bike, do some jumping. So I got some clips of a couple of his jumps. The best one, I didn't have the camera out, but there's a little clip. Show you a little bit of the campground, and not a bad facility. They did just open the dunes back up, so we could get back down there at some point. So I got the thing home, and see it's torn apart. So next week we'll update you on where I am on that. Having some issues there, trying to figure it out, because you didn't pull apart and go, aha, there's the problem. So doing some research, talking to people I know, talking with HunterWorks, and hopefully find this problem. Anyway, I will put some more clips in at the end. I think I already said that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. So tell your friends, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. We will catch you on the next one. Have a good day. hear them there.
But the wind has been gone, so those could have been.
No. Oh wow. Looks like it'd be a pretty good hill climb. Goes right down to the boxcars. Up, yeah. That's from here down to that elevation. Now. Huh. Play area back here. Does this road go to get to those hill climbs?
Well, it's built that way.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a hill climb.
Assuming they own all the way down to the tracks. Like that. It's just weird. That's it. Obviously, not done screwing around. So we had to wait quite a while for the fog to lift today. So we got here around 8, but you couldn't really see to go over that dune right there until about, oh, I think it was 11. We went over there once, and just to even crawl around easy, not enough visibility. So they got this camping area here, and then it goes down to the other side and has some camping on the other end and some dry camping down that way. And they got 100 acres here, so it's better than just sitting at home. Dunes were closed, and they're patrolling the perimeter every once in a while to make sure people don't go out there, but this is all privately owned, so not a bad little setup. Way to get you out of the house down here by Coos Bay, Oregon. We got loaded up, and we are still having a little bit of slippage issue with the belt. So we'll be studying that some more.